Hello everyone, hello, I comb my hair. Welcome to another great episode of watching giant deer antlers grow. They're just starting to grow right now. We're going to take a look at Prince Charming. Prince Charming's got some pretty good little pink nubbins going up there, pink of all things. We're learning a lot about the white deer. I did actually take some carrots and some apples that I'd cut up into the pen with Snow White and Prince Charming, and I finally did get Snow White to eat some carrots and apples out of my hand. She was kind of reluctant, but she ate them, and then she'd just walk away like she didn't even care, and then she'd come back and eat some more, and then I got Prince Charming to get about that close, and then I finally threw it down on the ground, let him eat it. But I've chopped up some more carrots and apples that I'm going to take to the pen. But before we go to the pen, this morning early I was out and was looking at our bucks in the yard, we'll just call them. And we've got 7 or 8 bucks in the yard that we're going to be able to watch their antlers grow. And they're from Antlers deer that will have their very first horns this year, to Forrest, which will have his second set of horns, to 12 Point, which will probably have his third set of horns, all the way up to TC. And TC, I need to double check that. I just keep forgetting to look at the papers on some of those deer to see how old he is, but I think he's like 6 or 7 years old. And so he's got some big old nubbins started there. So we'll see how big they may get. They may not be as big as they were last year. It'll be interesting to find out. Deer antlers will keep getting larger, and then they'll hit a point and they'll start getting smaller. It's kind of like as people get older, a lot of times they get shorter. They actually do. And, you know, I've been 5'10" forever, it seems like. So I may be getting shorter, I don't know. But as they get older, they get shorter. And a lot of times they lose weight. They people that have, you know, maybe weighed, say, like 230, and all of a sudden they get to be 70, 80, 90 years old, and they weigh like 210 or 200. Or they lose weight. They don't eat as much. Maybe I don't know why they lose weight. You seem like as you get older, you'd keep gaining weight because you're just not quite as active, most people. I try to stay as active as I possibly can, and my weight goes up and down. But honestly, since Chris has had her stroke a little over a year ago, I probably don't eat like I should, and I really haven't had much problem with my weight. It's kind of hung right in there. 5'10", 170, that's what we are, you know, and so that's pretty good. I got down below 160 actually one time during the really bad stuff, and I honestly just wasn't eating anything at all, and it was kind of a bad deal. I just had a lot on my mind, but I love to eat. But the only thing, since I had that COVID, and we're rambling now, and I need to quit that. Since I had that COVID, a lot of stuff doesn't taste good to me like it used to, and I hope that taste is coming back, because I love to eat. I like sugar, I like butter, I like bacon, I like the good stuff. All right, I'll tell you what, let's take a look at the video I shot this morning and look at the horns of 7 or 8 deer that we have right here hanging around the house. Well, you know that the wind is still blowing here in Oklahoma. I came out a little bit earlier and threw some food to the deer. They've just about cleaned it up. I might go over and throw a little bit more, see if I can keep them here just a little bit, while we look at the antlers of the house bucks. Now, we've got 7 or 8 bucks right here. One right in the middle that you're looking at right there is 12 Point. Right there in the big middle, that's 12 Point right there. He is totally wild. He is tamed down. Many of y'all have thought it could be Milburn, and he might, but he's going to have some really nice antlers. You look at him up close right there. He's going to have some really, really nice antlers this year, and probably be another 10 or 12 Point. Probably be a 12 Point, I would say. I could even get a drop or two, and that's that baby right there. As long as they're calm down, I'll just leave it right there. There's the little bucks out there. We turn around and look at Forrest right there. Forrest and TC, you can see both of them. Zoom right in on Forrest. You can see that this is his second set of antlers. They're pretty good size around, but if you look at how big around his are and how big around TC's, that is TC, his father, right there behind him. You can see that they're probably twice as big around. He is probably 7 years old this year. He may have his biggest set of antlers, or they may even be a little bit smaller than last year. We'll see. We'll find out as we watch these antlers grow. Now, we did not start this series watching giant deer antlers grow until quite a bit later last year, so we're seeing them from the very first, and it's just amazing how much they change from week to week to week. As we pull back just a little bit, let's see if we can find another buck there, and we're going to look right over to the right. Let's see one of the small bucks that will be his first set of horns right there. That's one of the babies. He's walking away. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull back just a little bit. I'm going to let it roll. I'm going to let it roll. I'm going to walk up here and it says, be nice, guys. No, there's no need to run off. I'm going to throw a little more food out. I'm gonna throw a little. We've got 2 or 3 does here is all we got. Nearly everything here is a buck. So since we only have one deer actually in the pen, one buck in the pen. We're not going to be able to watch very many of them grow up there. Only Whitey, and he will have his 3rd set of horns, so Lord of mercy, we don't know what we're going to find there. Okay, the guys are going to come back a little bit. Looking at the little buck, now I'm trying to find, he was out here earlier, I'm trying to find '06, because '06 is only going to have 1 antler this year. It looks like he might have been one of the deers that's walked off. I don't see him around out there anywhere. Oh, no, that may be him right down there in the middle. The furthest deer down there might be '06. See if I can zoom in on '06 a little bit. You see he's going to have a pretty good horn there, a pretty good antler, but if you'll see, there's only 1 knob on his head. 1, and that's it. So he's going to be, he won't be an '03, I don't believe, though. He had 3 on each side. The deer have got full. I've fed them quite a bit this morning. 12-point walking back up into the picture there. Could be Milburn. You never know. He's probably going to be another really good one. That's a smaller buck right there. You can see his little nubbins. He's going to have his 1st set of horns. That's yellow tag. Now, we believe yellow tag has got the capabilities of being something really special. We won't really know. They don't look like they're very big around, so I don't really suspect he's going to have a really big rack this year. Look over here to the right, and we got a couple of does. Got a doe there. We have a doe there. This is antlers, Jimmy. We're not supposed to be looking at does, but they're all pretty. Beautiful does. Big, fat, sassy things. The deer is starting to wander off. Now, y'all might think that we just walk out here anytime we see deer. Now, there's many times we walk out and we see deer. But we can come out here a lot, and there's no deer at all around. I mean, none whatsoever. And they're off, you know, running around the ranch. They can be a long way from right here. They can be not very far, but laying down, taking it easy. That's '06 right there. But you know, a lot of times we go hours and hours and not see a deer around anywhere. But early in the morning, late in the evening, obviously it's when deer love to move. They lay down a lot in the middle of the day. It is tremendously windy out here. Off out there in the distance is forest. Now, I saw Thunder Chicken out there a little bit earlier. Thunder Chicken's prominent on the Thursday and Friday videos. Got a lot of pictures of him strutting in the woods. I hear him gobbling. I'll go out in the woods and take pictures of him in the woods. He's just so cool. And he's an old turkey. He's the boss turkey, no doubt about it. I think he's still the boss. He might have got too old where some of the young ones might be whipping up on him. I don't know. Those 3 beautiful bucks right there. And we're going to watch those antlers grow throughout the year. So that's the house bucks. That's what we'll be watching a lot this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got various age groups. It's going to be really interesting. Let all your buddies know. Share this video with as many people as you can. If you are not subscribed to Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube, hit that subscribe button right now. If you are not subscribed to the Catch of the Day channel, you're missing something that will definitely help your life. I was going to go ahead and go in the pen because this thing it focuses on that wire sometime. I was going to go on in the pen and take a look at Prince Charming and look at his horns there, but since he's just standing right here, yeah, I guess he's going to walk on off. I'll zoom in a little bit and let you take a look at what he's got on his head. And they are horns that's coming out pink, and ain't that something? Of course, you got a lot of pink in them. Their ears are pink. They got a pink nose instead of a black nose like a regular whitetail. And he's got pink antlers going there. You can see that they're sticking up pretty good. They're fairly big around, so they're going to be really nice. And he will probably be a pretty doggone nice looking buck. He's got blue eyes and pink ears, pink nose. He's just a beautiful, gorgeous boy. I mean, he's just absolutely fantastic. And I fed him some apples, and I should have videoed that, but I didn't. I'm just sorry. I just come out here and just didn't do it. But I will. And they look, but he's just going kind of hosted. Beamer's right here behind me laying down. Beamer's laying over here. And there's Beamer laying right there. But Beamer's there, and it's kind of bothering him. Got him a little worried about it. Now I say it's bothering him. You can look at Snow White. She's not bothered by anything, and she actually did eat out of my hands. And she's got to where she comes to me all the time. She's beginning to get used to me, and then she will get totally used to me. And so will, of course, he's still worried about Beamer. He's looking at Beamer. He's wondering what Beamer is. They're spooky, just like a regular whitetail. They're just albino whitetail is all. And they're just beautiful deer. I'm just in love with them already. And hopefully that big boy grows some big pretty antlers, and this fall, him and Snow White will have a little reunion or two together, and we'll have some little white babies out of his. Now, the baby she's carrying right now is not his. He doesn't know that, I don't think. I don't know. But you can see just how beautiful he is and how those antlers are starting to grow. As he's looking right now, it looks like the right side, what will be his right side, where the tag is there, the purple tag. The right side will be, looks like larger than the left side, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens as it goes on. All right, I zoomed in, and he wants to move and move and move. Prince Charming, you're gorgeous, boy. Let's go look at the regular whitetails. Yeah. Okay, guys and gals, I'm getting ready to go to the pen and give Split Ears and her partners in crime some organic carrots that Aunt Lou bought. She said she got them on sale. And some apples that Jimmy bought, got them on sale, 99 cents a pound for them big red babies. And I've been feeding them to, I've been feeding Snow White out in the pen, I've been feeding her by hand, that's right. I'll video that probably sometime soon, maybe, probably, I don't have time to do it right now. I've got so much going on right now. But probably get it done the next week or two here. And Prince Charming is coming very close. He came within about 6 inches. Of eating out of my hand. Wouldn't quite do it, but he got close. He got really close. Now he eats them on the ground, but the good thing is I've got Snow White is now eating both carrots and apples. I'm sure she'll probably eat grapes too. I'm out of grapes, but when we get to the pen. Now Blue didn't buy the little carrots, she bought big carrots. She bought big giant carrots. Look at that baby, that's a carrot right there. So I'm gonna chop them up. We'll see you at the pen, okay? Hi, Split Ear. You heard me coming, didn't you? You heard me coming, didn't you, baby? And you come a-running, didn't you? Okay, let's see if we can get in this pen. Yeah, let's see if I can get in there with you. You ready? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Oh man, am I hungry, boss. Am I glad to see you? Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can get in this gate right here. Let's see if we can get in this gate. This thing is kind of a funny type deal. The way we got this rigged up here. We need to rig this a little bit differently probably, because we have to actually get into that gate before we can get this one open. And that's not necessarily good. All right, Split Ear, you stay right there. You stay right there, baby. I'm coming in. Okay, here we are in the pen with Split Ears. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, move away, and hopefully nobody knocks it down. I'm gonna let her run right there. I'm just gonna let it run. I have, looky here at my babies I've got. And there's, oh, here, well, don't bite me. She bit me on the knuckle. Oh, they're so waiting on carrots. Okay, I have carrots. I have an apple. Come here, we come to look at your horns, Whitey. Those are big old carrots. It takes a little bit of work on them. Come here, baby. Come here. That's an apple. That's easy, isn't it? These big carrots, these bigger carrots, it's taking a little while for them to chew them up. Well, they love them, though. Come here, baby. Come here. There's an apple. Get that apple, huh? 70-28. There's green tag. There you go, green tag. Come here, Whitey. Hey, Whitey's still working on that carrot. Those carrots are hard to chew up. Those big ones are really hard to chew up. Whitey's still working on his. Here's a little one. She can't chew it up. She's split ears. Looky here. Don't swallow that thing whole. Here, split ears, spit it out. What do you have up under your neck, baby? You dropped it. Here, split ears. How about an apple? Here. Spit that out and eat this apple, split ears. Split ears, you're working on that whole carrot and you can't chew it up. There, eat that. This is my baby split ears, and this is my baby split ears. She had that one carrot, she couldn't chew it up. That big old carrot's hard to chew up, isn't it? Yeah, my baby, I want to make sure you get plenty. I'll feed you smaller carrots. Let's feed you a smaller carrot. Can you chew that one up? You dropped it. Give me the apples first, boss. Give me the apples first. Hang on. You want an apple? You want an apple? There's a carrot you can chew up. Yeah, that and crunches, doesn't it? Those big ones are too big, aren't they? There's one you can crunch up. Those are, you know, they crack big old nuts and stuff. Isn't this something? Isn't this something, huh? Oh, my baby split ears. And you're just about as bad. Yeah, you girls are so pretty. Yeah, so we don't want loving, we want carrots and apples. Throw out some of those big ones to those other deer. Can you eat that, girl? There's a little one. I know you can eat. Oh, missed your mouth. You like the little ones, don't you? Those big ones I need to cut in smaller pieces, don't I? The big ones are just hard to eat up, aren't they? I had 2 or 3 big old apples in here. Big pieces, I'm not. Apple. A small carrot. Look at Whitey down there trying to eat that big apple, the big carrot. The big ones are just hard for them to chew up. The sack's about to get empty, girls. Getting down to the bottom of the pot. Y'all ate that's a lot. I had a whole bag of big carrots cut up there. Organic carrots, that's pretty big. I don't know if you want that one or not. She managed to chew that one up just fine. Another apple. There you go, baby. Oh, is this crazy? Is this crazy? Is this so much fun? Is this fun? I think that's all split here. Last little pieces. Oh, there's another apple. There you are, baby. That's it. She said, I know when you start loving on me, you're out of goodies. That's it right there. That's it right there. All right, we're going to try to see if we can get a little closer and get a tight on Whitey's antlers because he's the champion in the whole ranch right now. And hopefully we can keep him alive all summer. But he's going to be a daddy of a bunch of babies. It's going to start coming here pretty soon. We need to be checking the pens carefully every day. I'm going to look around it a little bit today because sometimes you have some early ones. It is the middle of April, and so 21st, April 21. So we could have fawns any day now, any day now. Aren't they lovers? Aren't they lovers? I just love them to death. All right, let's see if we can take a look at Whitey's antlers up close. Okay, now I don't know where he got off to. He just doesn't want to hang around. He doesn't want to hang around after he eats. I don't know where he got off to. But I want to look around the pen really good anyway. I don't see him. Where did he go? Where did he go? Some of these carrots are just too big, and the big part of them, they just can't get down. I don't see him anywhere. Where is he? Is that him over there? That's an awfully big deer. We've got a really big doe that had triplets last year that is really big again this year. And I don't, oh, there he is. That's him over there by the gate. Okay, we'll go over and get a little close. He probably won't really run off. He's pretty gentle, pretty docile. Of course, not aggressive at all right now. No antlers at all. He's not aggressive. I'll just kind of stop right here a second. Zoom in all I can here. We'll kind of look a little bit, but you can see that his nubbins have grown quite a bit from last week. He's pretty good size. Look how big around they are. And they're going to be massive. You know that he probably added 40 or 50 inches last year and never have had time to score those. It takes a couple people, and to be honest with you, I just haven't had a whole lot of time this year to do much of anything. I'm working until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning every morning, and doing all I can in the daytime while I got sunshine. Do it all at night, but you can see as we look at him there, I'm zoomed in there about 4 power. So we're not all that far from him, but he's moving around quite a bit. But you can take a look. Now, he has got definitely the longest nubbins, we'll call them, the longest nubbins on the ranch. He's bigger than any of them up there. 12 point is pretty good. TC is pretty good. And he's already looking like he's trying to split off of that. So as those grow, they're going to just get humongous. They're going to be humongous. And he's going to be another prize to look at, a prize to behold every single week. We've watched him grow from having nothing. We've looked at him every week, you know, from going to that big, massive, giant rack that he grew to getting all the velvet off of it, to absolutely nothing, to where he is right now. And he's growing quite a bit every single solitary week. He's adding a lot every single solitary week. And I got it zoomed in now at 8. It's really hard to stay up with him there. But I wanted you to get a nice, good, quiet look. And now Split Ear is going to come up here and suck on my fingers or something. She's up here trying to nibble on my fingers. But he is a beauty, and we'll watch him grow. Next week, we'll see. Y'all remember what he looked like this week and see if they get a little bit bigger around and a little bit longer next week, because I'm believing that they will. And we just got a beautiful, beautiful big pen full of does. Are just gorgeous. I'm gonna look around real close, because even as bare as it is in here, we're letting those first 2 pens grow, so all the deer are in the back too. Letting a little grass grow up there for them, so we can put them up there once the babies start getting born. But open that up to them. But I'm gonna take a little look in here just in case we might have had a baby born today, because it could happen any day. Okay, that'll wrap up this week's episode of Antlers. They didn't add a lot, but they added a little bit. All those little nubbins got a little bit bigger around, it seemed like, and just a little bit taller. It's amazing to look at our albino deer, Prince Charming, and see his. Looks like they're bigger than really about anybody's. I guess maybe Whitey probably's got the biggest, but he's pretty good size. But they're pink, isn't that something? Blue eyes, and they got pink all over them, and solid white. They're just precious, precious deer, and they're warming up to me a lot. You know, like I said, Snow White ate some out of my hand. Prince Charming is getting very, very close. And the good part about it is she's starting to eat something other than just simply South Fresh deer food. She's starting to take some carrots and some, and she also took some, what else I feed her? Carrots and apples. That's right, apples. And I'll probably get some grapes, you know, and feed her. So she's beginning to eat out of her hands, which that's really, really good. But anyway, great episode. I just love doing it. I just love it when all those deer gather around me and want those apples and carrots. And Split Ear, I just love her. I just got to give her a little bit more than all the rest of them get. Guys and girls, have you a great one out there. And remember, I sure do love you.